Good evening, I'm Pallavi Ghosh, and the big story which broke almost early this morning. It was a major twist after the Supreme Court has granted bail to the Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal in the Liquorgate investigation. He announced that he won't be the Chief Minister anymore. But it's only after 2 days that he said that he's going to step down and someone else from the AAP Party would take over the reins of the Delhi government. Now, Arvind Kejriwal says that he's going to seek a fresh mandate from the people, the People's Court. And he's going to go door to door, go through the streets of the national capital and ask them two questions. Do they think he is corrupt? And second, should he return as the Chief Minister? But amidst all of this, he also called for early elections in November along with elections in Maharashtra. The Aam Party backed the Chief Minister's announcement, calling it a master stroke and also a lesson in statesmanship, adding that the highest court in any democracy are the people of the country. And they will once again choose Arvind Kejriwal as the Chief Minister. The BJP, as expected, has dismissed this entire move as a complete drama by Arvind Kejriwal. They said it was a top court's decision that he can no longer go through the files of the Delhi government or even go to a Delhi secretariat, which forced the hands of Arvind Kejriwal to step down as the Chief Minister. He heads and he continued to head a corrupt government. So now all eyes on 17th to see who's going to become the Mukhyamantri after Arvind Kejriwal steps down and what is going to be the road ahead for the Aam Aadmi Party and also for the India bloc as well as for the people of Delhi. But he's not been given a clean chit in the Liquorgate case. Should he have hung on to the desire not to be the CM once he got that clean chit? So is his resignation merely a political drama? Or is it a political masterstroke? And how is it that the BJP plans to rework its political strategy?
गली-गली में जाऊंगा, घर-घर में जाऊंगा। केजरीवाल ईमानदार है। आज से 2 दिन के बाद मैं सीएम की कुर्सी से इस्तीफा देने जा रहा हूं। और मैं तब तक सीएम की कुर्सी पे नहीं बैठूंगा जब तक जनता अपना फैसला ना सुना दे।
He has decided to step down on grounds of morality, and now he has asked the people that it is your verdict which is supreme for me. You will prove my innocence, you will prove my uprightness, you will prove my integrity.
दुनिया के इतिहास में कोई ऐसा नेता नहीं रहा होगा जिसने इतनी हिम्मत दिखाई हो और जनता के बीच में जाके कहा हो कि अगर आपको लगता है मैं ईमानदार हूं तो मुझे वोट देना, अगर आपको लगता है मैं ईमानदार नहीं हूं तो मुझे वोट मत देना।
सवाल ये उठता है कि 2 दिन का टाइम क्यों? रिजाइन करना तो आज क्यों नहीं किया? मुझे लगता है कि एक तरह से फिर एक ड्रामा करने की रखने की कोशिश है कि मैं तो रिजाइन करना चाहता हूं, लोग रिजाइन नहीं करने देना चाह रहे, मेरे कार्यकर्ता रिजाइन नहीं करने देना चाह रहे।
दरअसल पूरा प्लान ये है कि अब किसी प्रकार से घर के एक सदस्य अर्थात सुनीता केजरीवाल को मुख्यमंत्री बनाना है, इसीलिए आगे के और 2 दिन भी लेने का काम किया गया।
Okay, joining me this evening on this explosive debate is the national spokesperson of the BJP, Shehzad Poonawala, Ravi Srivastava, who's a political analyst, and Tushar Gupta, who's a senior journalist. Thank you very much, all of you, to join us. Shehzad, I'm going to come to you a little later. I want to ask Mr. Ravi Srivastava. One is that why is it the AAP as well as Mr. Arvind Kejriwal making it out to be a high moral ground when one, he could have waited to get a clean chit before he comes back to the Mukhyamantри's chair. And second, what is it that's going to happen in the next 48 hours where he's asking us to wait to see who's going to be the next CM?
It's a very practical decision taken by him. In fact, if you have seen in last 2 years, the Bharatiya Janata Party was running a malicious campaign against Arvind Kejriwal and his entire team. May it be Manish Sisodia, Sanjay Singh and others, and calling them thieves, calling them scamsters, calling them calling Arvind Kejriwal a kingpin, a fountainhead, a mastermind, all such kind of expletives they were using against Arvind Kejriwal. So Arvind Kejriwal, in fact, wants to show or prove to the people that, look, I have been, these people were trying to malign my image and I am before you. If I have done anything wrong, don't vote me. And if you think that I am an honest person, do vote for me. And he is seeking a mandate of the biggest court in the democracy, and that is the public at large. I mean, Honorable Supreme Court is the one thing, they have done their best. They have given the bail to him already. They could have not done anything. I think somebody was saying just now that he would have got a clean chit from the Supreme Court. How could he? Because there is a case, there is a charge sheet, there is a trial to happen.
No, that was me. No, Mr. Srivastava, what I'm saying is that you're making it out to be that he's got bail, which means he's got a clean chit. My question to you was...
I didn't say it, I didn't say it. I am saying it that they could have not given a clean chit at this stage. Because there is a
So
case.
Why could he not wait till he gets a clean chit? That's what I'm asking. Why is he saying I'm going to come back?
I am saying the process, judicial process itself is a punishment. It took 6 months. He got the bail in the ED case and the CBI jumped into it and 22 months later they arrested him again.
Mr. Srivastava.
So this is what the judicial process is.
No.
And in future also, look, I have been making some statements that trial will begin after 2 or 3 years. That is one in the trial court, and the whole case will settle up after 15 or 20 years.
So he might as well not resign then, Mr. Srivastava. 1 minute. Okay, can I take this question now to Mr. Poonawalla? I've heard you out. Mr. Poonawalla, Shehzad, can you now please respond to what Mr. Srivastava has said?
Absolutely, and Raviji, I've heard you out patiently, so I hope you'll extend the same courtesy since we do so many debates together. First of all, Raviji, I can assure you that nobody in the BJP has used half the expletives for Mr. Kejriwal as the Congress has used. And I will just give you 3 examples. One, Mr. Abhishek Dutt, Congress lost because of corruption of Kejriwal. You all were seeking an alliance with them, by the way. Devendra Yadav, 3 C's of corruption. This is not those C's, it's only corruption, cheating and commission khori. Pawan Kheda, we started the liquor gate scam probe. And lastly, today's statement of Mr. Sandeep Dixit. Please listen.
सही है, हम उसका भी समर्थन करते हैं और सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने भी दिया। सुप्रीम कोर्ट को भी ये डर है कि ये आदमी जाकर जो सबूत है उसके खिलाफ उसको मिटा देगा, ये डराएगा, धमकाएगा।
This is the language Congress, their alliance partner in India and somebody with whom they want alliance in Haryana is speaking about them. So clearly
not only that, Shehzad, this case was actually begun because of a first complaint which went in from the Congress party, if I'm not mistaken.
By Mr. Kheda.
By Mr. Kheda. Yeah, go ahead, Shehzad.
Absolutely. And just 10 or 15 seconds more. Raviji, my good friend, also remembers that just 3 months ago, they said the exact same thing when the Chief Minister had come out for a brief period for campaigning and they had said, Janta, हमें वोट दो, हम 7 सीटें जीतना चाहते हैं और ये वोट का बदला जो है, वोट के बदले से जनता जेल का बदला देना. And after that, they lost all 7 seats. याद है या नहीं याद है, रवि जी? वो भी तो people's mandate था. The question is, even if you get people's mandate, let's assume for a second that you got people's mandate. Let's assume it's not going to happen. Does that mean that the case will finish? Does that mean Kejriwal can go to Chief Minister's office without the Supreme Court giving a green signal to it? The fact is today, this is Pallavi, that today they have perfected the art of making a virtue out of a necessity. And you know, Pallavi, 2 more questions, very small questions. One, why are they taking 2 days? They are taking 2 days because the plan is that abhi Sunita ji ko sthapit karna hai. So this is a Lalu Rabdi model that is coming into play, and that is why they are taking 2 days to build up the consensus. And also secondly, if Ravi ji is so confident chunav mein jana hai, why didn't they dissolve the assembly? Assembly dissolve karte turant chunav ho jate. Aapne assembly kyun nahi dissolve ki?
And also the uncertainty. Mr. Tushar Gupta, I want to come to you. The uncertainty that you have for the past 3 to 4 months, a government which was not really much of a government because there was no CM. He was not stepping down, so there was no CM. And now, in case AAP wins, suppose AAP wins, he comes back as a Chief Minister, case is going on. What kind of a credibility will that government have? Do you think this is a political masterstroke by Mr. Arvind Kejriwal? Has he given it, or has he given it on a platter to the BJP? Because mind you, corruption will obviously be the big issue for the Delhi elections.
It's political desperation, Pallavi. It's not a political masterstroke. It's surprising that the people who were defending Arvind Kejriwal's right to not resign for the last 6 months are today saying it's a practical decision. Pallavi, let's understand that Arvind Kejriwal's political capital is now heavily restricted. Before the Lok Sabha elections, he thought the sympathy will work for him. He might secure 2 or 3 seats in Delhi. He even went ahead and said that Aam Aadmi Party will secure all 7 seats in alliance with the Congress. That did not happen. Followed up with the Haryana Assembly elections, he thought that the Congress would be generous enough to offer him at least 10 to 15 seats. The Congress, especially the local leadership in Haryana, wanted to give only 5. Today, Arvind Kejriwal's politics is at a tipping point. The freebie model has peaked, his image has peaked, his credibility has peaked. For Arvind Kejriwal, out on a bail, without the right to visit the CM office, without the right to sign any file, without the right to visit the secretariat, it's an existential crisis. And for that existential crisis, he's turning back to the model he adopted in 2014, which was to resign. He resigned in 2014. He thought he'll win. He won a majority in 2015. He thinks he'll win it again in 2025. But 2014 is not 2025. The Arvind Kejriwal of today is not the Arvind Kejriwal of yesterday. The people see through his shenanigans.
Yeah.
The country sees through his shenanigans, and even his own alliance partners, for that matter, the ones he was hoping for or the ones who were temporarily with him, they see through his shenanigans. So all in all, it's a political drama driven by desperation of Mr. Arvind Kejriwal.
Yes. Mr. Ravi Srivastava, the same point which Shehzad was also raising a short while back, and I want to ask you on this. 48 hours to decide the next Chief Minister. Does he want to head a government in which the credibility is always going to be questioned, even if for some reason we are assuming that he's going to come back to power? From top to bottom, that is what the BJP is saying and the critics of AAP are saying, from top to bar, lipte hue hain corruption mein. That is going to be their poll plank. Why can he not wait for a couple of years? Agar 10 saal bhi lag rahe hain, so why can't he wait for 10 years? If he gets that clean chit, then he comes back. That would be the real Agni Pariksha, right?
Very hypothetical question you are asking, and you would have perhaps asked this question to most of the politicians in this country who are facing this kind of cases. Now here the issue is that what other friends were saying, see, a pattern for voting in Delhi for the parliament and for the assembly is totally different. Twice BJP won all the 7 seats, and twice or thrice Aam Aadmi Party won with the thumping majority. First one, of course, was a Gathbandhan Sarkar with the Congress, which after 49 days he resigned. So this is a different set of patterns. So saying the score was 7-0, probably tomorrow it will become again 70-0. So why not? My question here is, why the BJP friends are so intrigued? Why are they? They were asking for the resignation. They got the resignation. They should be more than happy. And Election Commission, of course, works on the advices of the ruling party, so they can arrange for the election within 2 months and decide about it and see to it that Arvind Kejriwal is decimated once and for all. This is what they wanted, so they can always design it. They do it for all the governments of opposition.
But Mr. Srivastava,
the
last time during Lok Sabha elections,
Mamata Banerjee make the case against Pinarayi Vijayan, make the case against
Mr. Srivastava, last time during Lok Sabha elections, Arvind Kejriwal wanted to come out and seek bail because he said, I want to campaign. Clearly, he wanted that sympathy, which didn't work. That's the point which Shehzad is making. No, Shehzad.
I had worked on ground in 2014 in the Lok Sabha election, and it was a party which was just born, a absolutely nascent state, and they won 4 seats across the country in Punjab, Lok Sabha seats. That is a record by any political party which has started. And even after 10 years, this is the 3rd largest political party in the country today with 161 MLAs. They have got, उनकी घर में सेंध मारी हुई है गुजरात तक के अंदर, गोवा में सीटें जीत रखी है, 161 MLA
वो छोड़ गए ना
फिर पास है.
अच्छा, okay, Mr.
छोड़ने वाले तो हर पार्टी में हैं.
हाँ, so Mr. Srivastava, 1 minute. Let me just go across to Shehzad. Yes, Shehzad. Shehzad, go ahead.
First of all, Raviji did not answer convincingly. That if they want elections as of now, why are they relying on us? They should immediately dissolve the assembly. Instead of that, he makes these unfounded accusations on the election commission. Leave that aside. Secondly, Mr. Ravi Srivastava, very few people will know. He's a very senior person. He's had a very good career in government service also. He has been one of the founding members of Aam Aadmi Party in the entire movement. At that time, Raviji and Arvind of 2011-2012 Pallavi would demand resignation on the basis of accusation. They would say, "Arey Mulayam, istifa do. Arey Lalu, istifa do. Arey Sonia, istifa do." And today, after all of this and spending 156 days in jail, Ravi ji is saying कि अभी दे दिया ना इस्तीफा. अरे रवि जी तो तिहाड़ जाने से पहले देते ना इस्तीफा. 156 days you spent. No other chief minister in the history of this country has spent 150 days as chief minister inside jail. Not even Jayalalitha, not even Shibbu Sori, not even Lalu. आप लालू से भी आगे निकल गए. मतलब गुरु को चेले ने ओवरटेक कर दिया. आखिरी बात देखिए, मैं सिर्फ इतना पूछना चाहता हूं कि आप ईमानदारी की बड़ी बातें कर रहे हैं. कैन यू प्लीज टेल मी, एंड दिस इज लिटिल ऑफ द टॉपिक बट इज स्टिल ऑन द टॉपिक. LK Advani had actually said that I resign and I will not come in politics till the time Jai Nawala does not clear me. But you, who used to say that we are the Kattar Imandar, today you have alliance with a convicted corrupt Lalu. Now Ravi ji, please tell me how you can be in alliance with this convicted man. Nobody else is convicted. ये convicted है 5 बार चारा चोर. उनके साथ बैठकर आप ईमानदारी का लेक्चर पढ़ा रहे हैं. मतलब रवि जी, you should be ashamed that you are defending these people.
Tushar, you wanted to say something.
Look, Pallavi, there is a credibility.
नहीं, Mr. Srivastava, एक मिनट देखो, let Mr. Tushar also say something ना. हाँ, go ahead.
Pallavi, look, there is a credibility crisis for the Aam Aadmi Party which even Srivastava cannot defend. Arvind Kejriwal was supposed to resign when he was arrested. On that very evening, he should have appointed a successor so that the affairs, the management of Delhi, that could have gone on smoothly. We saw what happened during the onset of the rainy season. We saw what happened to the infrastructure, which is in shambles. The infrastructure, he's not answerable to the LG for. It's his MLAs that are answerable. We've seen what's going on in MCD. We saw what happened in Rajendra Place, the way the 3 students drowned during the flooding. We saw all of it. But today, Arvind Kejriwal comes out of the prison. He resigns after the Supreme Court, not the government. The Supreme Court places the restrictions on him. And he's pretending as he's some crusader of truth. The people see through it. The man did not resign when it was about Delhi. But the man has chosen to resign when it's about his political prospects in the upcoming assembly election. Let this be known that this hypocrisy, the shameless hypocrisy, is missed by no resident of Delhi. Absolutely no one. He got the people's mandate in Lok Sabha. Imagine getting so much generosity from the Supreme Court of India, which says, go out, we are letting you campaign for 21 days, and this is not a commentary on the case. And he comes out, talks about the case, declares himself as acquit, and tells the people that if you vote for me, I won't go to jail on 4th or 5th of June. That was the audacity with which Arvind Kejriwal was moving around as the CM when on bail before the Lok Sabha elections. Today, when the assembly elections are head on, the anti-incumbency has peaked. People see that his MLAs and his government have been heavily inefficient, just playing the blame game for the last 10 years. He quietly opts out and resigns. This is nothing but an existential crisis for Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, and he thinks that he can generate some sympathy for himself. This won't happen.
Shahzad, would you say you people were taken aback when in the morning Mr. Kejriwal suddenly announces resignation? Will you have to rework your political strategy?
Pallavi, why would we be taken aback? This is not a resignation. It is a redesignation. He has only redesignated himself. He was first the chief minister. The chief minister is still inside jail because of the conditions the Supreme Court has put. Chunavi minister, ceremonial minister has been released, and ceremonial minister has now decided I'll become Sonia Gandhi and I will have a Manmohan Singh. That is all that is happening. He is going to be the power center. Please tell me, do you expect, this party said we will reform everything. Last so many years, who has been the national convener of Aam Aadmi Party? We had Amit Shah ji as the president. Before that, Rajnath ji. Now we have Nadda ji. Now we will have elections. There will be another person. And this party, which came to change the Rajniti, has had one person, Mr. Kejriwal. And when Kejriwal went to jail, he put Sunita. I mean, you really think that we were surprised by this? We always knew that he is going to now have a puppet installed so that he can take the credit and he can reduce the people's anger. There's huge people's anger against Aam Aadmi Party. He can't get out. And now, after he has been curtailed to work as chief minister, even more anger is there against him. And therefore, it was a fait accompli that he did this. So it is a redesignation. It is making a virtue out of necessity. Majburi ko bhi majbuti batana. ये आम आदमी पार्टी की खासियत है.
मिस्टर श्रीवास्तव, अब देखो सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम ये होगा कि कौन बनेगा मुख्यमंत्री. मिस्टर श्रीवास्तव, एक मिनट, आई वांट टू आस्क यू दिस क्वेश्चन. ना प्लीज, अरे मैं सुन रही हूँ ना, मैं आपको मौका दे रही हूँ. मिस्टर श्रीवास्तव, मुझे आपसे ये सवाल पूछना. नहीं, वेट, कैन आई आस्क यू दिस क्वेश्चन? प्लीज रिप्लाई.
डबल टाइम व्हाट दे आर टेकिंग. You have put two people against me.
No, there's no two people against you.
No,
You're suggesting Mr. Tushar Gupta is not being... No, that's a little unfair on him. No, he's a journalist.
Proxy for the BJP. He's a BJP proxy, nothing else.
Please don't say that. You can't say this about another journalist. No, I think it's a little unfair. No, Mr. Srivastava, you know something. I don't want to know what you know. No. Mr. Srivastava, I want to ask you this question. Please let me ask you this question. You can answer, say whatever you want to, but no one casts aspersions on another journalist. No.
Give me the time.
I will give you the time. Can I ask you this question? I'll give you the time. Mr. Srivastava, I want to know one thing. Now the real problem will be who's going to be the CM. मुझे थोड़ा सा baffling ये लग रहा है because whenever I'm asking anyone from AAP कि कौन बनेगा मुख्यमंत्री, they are saying that doesn't matter. How can it not matter? Don't the people of Delhi have a right to know who's going to be the chief minister? How will you choose a person who's going to be acceptable to the cadre? And therefore, will you have to fall back on the chief minister's wife, Sunita Kejriwal? Now, please say. And don't. Go ahead.
Can you really put up somebody on a gunpoint and say you appoint a chief minister right now? It's a political party's prerogative. They will consult their MLAs, they will consult their workers, and they will arrive at a decision. Whether it is Sunita Kejriwal, whether it is Sanjay Singh, whether it is Atishi, whether it is Saurabh Bharadwaj, whether it is Kailash Gehlot, anybody can be chief minister. So why should we be making unnecessarily guesses? And these friends are talking. See, they don't know that what BJP has done to this country. They have decimated the governments where they could not win. They bought MLAs. They have used the agencies to the hilt. And so to it, people are jailed for no reason. What for Hemant Soren was in the jail? What for Arvind Kejriwal in the jail? Entire party they put up in the jail. Their only manifestation, only design was to demolish the party. And this is what they wanted, that Arvind Kejriwal should resign before going to the jail. This is what they wanted. They have done not one government. They have drowned at least 9 governments in the past where they don't win the MLAs. They go and buy the people there.
Okay.
This is the reputation you have got in across the country.
Now see, I am Mr. Srivastava. I didn't interrupt you. We are running out of time. I'm going to give those quick words both to Mr. Shehzad as well as to Mr. Tushar Gupta. Shehzad, you first, and please let Tushar also come in after that. Yeah, go ahead. Mr. Srivastava, please don't interrupt because in any case you're maligning people, which is not fair. Yeah, Shehzad.
First of all, if the ED and CBI were open to misuse, it was Mr. Srivastava's favorite party, the Aam Aadmi Party, which wanted the ED to arrest Bhupesh Baghel for the alleged liquor scam in Chhattisgarh when he was CM. Then why were you advocating its use there? Why were you using the case of the ED to arrest Khaira, for which Mr. Khadge said that you are the party that misuses agencies? And thirdly, Mr. Srivastava, you are saying that we are doing all of this. The Congress party itself is calling you corrupt. You are part with the...
Mr. Srivastava, Shehzad did not interrupt you. Ye galat baat. No, Mr. Srivastava, please. No, Mr. Srivastava, no, it's not fair. Shehzad, please go on. No, I'm not going to listen to him. We don't have much time. Please don't interrupt. Shehzad, quickly. Yeah, Shehzad, go ahead.
Quickly, Mr. Srivastava, the only question that I am trying to ask you is only this, that when you used to set standards that others should resign on accusation, why did Mr. Kejriwal resign 150 days ago? And today the only scheme is that you bring somebody, run it as a puppet, not address people's issues. People have anyways given you the mandate. It is only about saving your own face and your own skin today.
Okay. Tushar, your last word.
You know, the aspiring Congress MLAs have started campaigning in Delhi already, a year ahead of the elections, rather 6 months ahead of the elections. Arvind Kejriwal knows it's going to be a 3-way contest. The Congress doesn't see any value in Arvind Kejriwal, as evident by their failure of alliance in Haryana. They won't see any value in him or his party in Delhi as well. And what you see today is desperation, and nothing but desperation. And Mr. Srivastava sitting here, who's labeling people, is a testament to that desperation.
Okay. That's all I have time for now. Thank you very much, Mr. Srivastava. Thank you, Shehzad, as always. And thank you very much, Mr. Tushar Gupta. We're going to wait till 17th. Another 24 to 48 hours to find out who's going to be the Mukhyamantri and what is it that Mr. Kejriwal has up his sleeves. Well, before we go, do join us for the News 18 Shri Shakti Season 2 on September 16 as we celebrate the incredible women who are making India proud on the global stage. Don't miss this chance to honor our nation's leading ladies. Thank you so much for watching and good night.